Hey, I'm Dean and this is Legacy Voyage. In Season 1, I'm documenting my journey to earning my first 100K net worth as a full-time college student. Join me as I share some of the lessons I learned along the way. I think we're all playing a game, no matter what we're doing. The question is, what's the end goal of the game? Not even that, but what's the end result? What's the payoff that you get in the game that you're playing? Because no matter where we choose to spend our time, we're going to go through some type of hardship, some type of suffering, some type of pain. So we really have to think about, is the game that you're playing right now worth suffering for? Does it have a prize that's worth the pain? For example, if we look at health, there are two games. You could either just go super unhealthy and throw your health out the window and saying, no, I don't care what I'm going to eat. I'm just going to eat whatever I want. And then you eat a whole bunch of food. But the suffering in that scenario is you'll be bloated, you'll be sweating, constantly out of breath, losing your focus. And the question is that suffering, or is that game something that is worth suffering for? And on the inverse of the health game, if you go the healthy route and you want to be fit and you have all these positive things like your clothes will fit better, you can move around, you can breathe. But the suffering there is that you're kind of hungry most of the time. You have to kind of track your food more, cut down on something. You have to go to the gym and get out of breath and push yourself. So no matter where you choose to spend your time, there's going to be suffering. But at the end of the day, is it worth suffering for? Is the game you're playing worth it? And I think that's really important. Because a friend was talking with me the other day, asking, how do you stay motivated? Or how do you keep doing the things you're doing? And I was kind of like, well, it's not necessarily that I'm super motivated, but it's that I enjoy it. Because I enjoy playing this game of business. And I enjoy playing this game of entrepreneurship. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I enjoy it 24/7 all the time. Because there's going to be suffering in this game. Like, if you look at video games, and if I'm playing a video game, it's all fun and games, but there's suffering in it. Like, there's suffering when I'm trying to win at Call of Duty, but I lose. Or I'm trying to go be the best at Fortnite, but then I lose. And you have to go through so many of those losses to actually become good at the game. And they're like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. Because I think that's what the real power is. It's when you can learn to enjoy the suffering because you know it's a part of the game. And it's super powerful if the game you're playing looks like work to others. Because when I'm reading someone's biography, when I'm reading Elon Musk's biography, someone else will look at it and be like, man, that looks like so much work. But I'm learning so much from it. And I love that feeling of learning. Another thing I wanted to touch on was this TED Talk I was listening to. It gave 3 really good pieces of advice that I wanted to share. And it was, first, play your game. When you pick the game that you want to play, make sure it's your game and you have unique advantages to it that set you apart from everyone else. The second thing is that after you choose your game and you play to win. Play offensively. Don't be in there half-heartedly. I want to play this game, but I also want to play this other game, so I'll play both of the games. Play like you want to win it, because playing to win is very different than playing not to lose. And this ties back to the idea of playing offensively and defensively. Because while I'm young as a 19-year-old saying all these things, not really knowing where I'm going to end up in the world, I'm still trying to win. I'm trying to go out there and win. So this is something that really stuck with me. And the other thing, third piece of advice he shared, is to not quit. Once you pick the game you're going to play, make sure it's yours, and then you play to win. You just got to keep going. Don't quit. And if you can do those 3 things, you'll probably end up okay. For the life update, I think the biggest thing is I've gotten a lot more direction on the next steps I want to take in terms of my career. Because applying these ideas that I'm talking about in this podcast of the game and really deciding where should I be playing. Like, I know the game I want to play is business. I know it's entrepreneurship, and the end goal is to eventually go and do my own thing. Maybe do a search fund, maybe do a start. But I know that I want to go do my own thing. And as a part of that journey, I believe that while I'm young, the most important thing is to gain skills and gain experience. And as a part of that, there's really 2 tracks I've been really trying to decipher. Should I go investment banking or should I go management consulting? Which are the 2 big finance business tracks outside of Northwestern. Because it's a huge recruiting school for those big firms. And after a whole bunch of conversations and really trying to dive deep and think through it, at the end of the day, I found that there's no right way to go. It's really just which one do you prefer? What are your goals? What are your priorities? And which one gets you there? for me, because my end goal is business, there's really no wrong way to go. I can go investment banking, build up a solid background in finance, and then take it to wherever I want to take it. Or I go consulting, build up a solid generalist background in a whole bunch of different industries, and then take that wherever I want to take it. And so at the end of the day, I think it just came down to preferences and where I want to end up in life. Because both routes are good. Both routes will get me to where I want to be. But I think I just need to choose one, just pick one, see where it takes me, and just run with it. Because I can do all the analyzing I want in the world right now. Say, well, here's the pros and cons for this, here's the pros and cons for this, and it'll be like a list of 1,000 things that I could put on there. And then after analyzing all of that, the answer would be I don't know still. But I'm just gonna take a leap of faith. I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna go consulting. That's what I've decided on. I'm just gonna go recruit for consulting, maybe go in there 2-3 years, come out of it, and put that experience into something new. A big motivator for the reason I'm pursuing consulting now is because of some of the conversations I've had with a couple people. Because I've had a bunch of conversations with people from that private equity background and people from software engineering background and then others from consulting. And from all of those things, at the very end of the day, here's what I found out is that there's no right way to go. I'm not saying there's no right way to go, but there's no one right way to go. No matter what I choose, it'll probably end up of the direction that I want to be at. So I'm going to just choose one, run with it, see where I end up. Because really the magic of the game is something I really love about the game is you're a different person than when you started, no matter what game you choose. Now, preferably, you'd want to be a better person. But one thing you can guarantee for sure is that the person who's playing the game right now is not the same person that you were last year or last week or even yesterday. And so I've enjoyed on my journey of this game, of seeing my progress through it, of becoming a better person, becoming the best version that I can of myself. And as I'm saying all these things, as I'm preaching, quote unquote, I'm still going through it. Like, I'm still struggling with health. I'm still struggling with mental health. I'm still struggling with all these things. But I want to record this journey of mine because it's not all ups, never downs, and me just sharing all these things without ever sharing the real. Because the real of all of this is that for the past 2 nights, I slept at 3 in the morning. That's the real. And that I woke up late and I didn't really track my health. And so lately I've been off of it, meaning my health has gone out the window, meaning my productivity is kind of out the window. But here's the coolest part is that if that happened last year, I would have beat myself up for it. Now I'm a different player in the game. Now I recognize that it's not me who's a failure, but it's my systems that are failing. So I just have to, not that I have to, but I want to apply new systems and improve on them so that I can become a better person and a better version of myself. But that's exactly how it is. And so I hope that by doing this, I'm just sharing my story, sharing my progress in the game. Maybe it'll help some other players down the road. But stay tuned for future. I record these episodes completely free to share success with everyone. So the only thing I ask is that if you learned anything or found something interesting in this episode, just leave a review and share it with a friend. Only takes 5 seconds and it would mean the world. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next episode. Tatok, see you.